Boys and girls, Tommy Morris here, DYC, Detroit Yacht Club, on Belle Isle for the 2012 Detroit Chevrolet Belle Isle Grand Prix. And I'm here with race car future circuit racer here, Michael Johnson. And we are here all weekend long to talk about racing, conduct some interviews, check out the sights and sounds, and give you a little insight from a future racer on the circuit, Michael. So the circuit you're racing now.
It's called the Cooper Tires USF 2000 series. We run basically the feeder series for IndyCar. Each race we run has a big event, either ALMS, the American Le Mans Series, or IndyCar. And it's a good experience for us to run up the ladders, and hopefully I'm running IndyCar next few years.
And running into some of the people that you obviously from your sport look up to. Dario Franchitti was here, Scott Dixon, Mr. Castroneves, quite a few people here. Any particular driver that you are really looking forward to speaking with, get some more insight or some more mentoring from this weekend?
Yeah, I'd really like to speak with Scott Dixon, really get his insight on all the events this weekend and like his experience driving up the ranks, and of course with all the other high-end drivers, and they really know what they're doing, and to get an insight on what I'm up for in my career and what to look forward to. I'm really excited.
Now, speaking of insight, I'm sure you're going to also, as they speak with you, you're going to be able to give them some insight because of the kind of car that you have, where you're driving with hand controls, and it's a different type of driving, different type of skill set. And I'm sure that they're going to be looking for a little insight from you also this weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure I can give them tips on what I've learned from the first year in USF 2000, and then they can give me some insight on what I need to improve and what I need to work on so that I'm good enough when I get into Indy Lights and IndyCar and really improve.
Now, speaking of Indy, you were just at Indy last week, and excited to be out there. Something new for you?
Yeah, it was very exciting. It was my first Indy 500. I raced Saturday night. The race didn't go as well as I hoped, but I did really good in qualifying. I had a good time. I learned a lot. I'm ready to go next year for revenge and do really good at the Oval.
Now, speaking of oval, open tracks, and road courses like this, what do you think is going to be maybe a main concern for the drivers as they, raced at Indy last week, and now they're coming to a road course here, 4 days later?
I think one of the main concerns is, of course, the surface. It's much bumpier here. We have walls around us. You had it at Indy, but they're much closer. You don't have the speed that we had at Indy, so it may take a little bit of refocus to get your mind back into the slower speeds, more tighter tracks. And of course, the other variable this weekend is going to be the weather. It was 100+ degrees there in Indy, and now it's in the high 60s, upper 70s, and we have a chance of rain. So that's a big variable for the drivers on this street course, where you have the wet paint on the road and everything. So it's going to be an exciting event this next couple of days.
And how do you prepare for that? Is the preparation different, knowing that you do have rain? Do you try to wait the weather out? Do you try to get the laps in? I mean, how is the preparation different?
It's basically all strategy and what the team really wants to do. And a lot of it's mental. When you're out on the track, it takes a lot of mental strength to get through it. You really have to concentrate on your driving, on other competitors, not to try and spin out, not crash. Really be smooth when you're driving in the rain. And a lot of drivers are really good in the rain. It's a real driver's track when you can drive in the rain. But it comes down to what the team really wants you to do for practice.
Tony Kanaan, who won the last Grand Prix here in 2007, is in this race. He described it as a tough course, and that you have to be a little bit prepare for the physical part of it. Are you looking for maybe a driver who's been here before to do well here? Who are maybe some of your favorites that you're looking at could quite do well here in Detroit?
I think, for one, Will Power is going to do really well here in Detroit. He did really well on the first races of the season. He's really good on street courses. He's really good on the technical side of the races, where they're really short. You really have to physical driving capabilities. Another driver I think could really do well is Joseph Newgarden. He has a good sense on a lot of the up-and-coming coming tracks. He seems to like the street courses a lot. So I think it's going to be a good race between all the drivers this weekend.
Go Simona. But hey, listen, we're here all weekend long. You're going to hear more from Michael, get more from insight on this beautiful, spectacular race course here at Belle Isle. And listen, come on down, check it out, and don't miss all the highlights and replays. So for Michael Johnson, Tommy Morris here, live from the Detroit Yacht Club. Looking forward to speaking with you all weekend long. Yes, sir.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.